Hi, everyone, and welcome to Dr. English Channel, the podcast where you can practice English every day in a fun and simple way.
Hi, I'm Maria.
And I'm Alex. Today, we're going to talk about something everyone loves, the weekend. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more videos about easy English learning ways for beginners.
That's right. We'll share what we usually do on weekends, how to talk about your past weekend using simple English, and help you practice with us.
By the end of this episode, you'll be able to answer questions like, "What did you do last weekend?" with confidence.
Okay, Alex, let's start. What did you do last weekend?
Well, last weekend was really nice. On Saturday morning, I went hiking with my friends. The weather was perfect, sunny and cool.
That sounds great. Where did you go hiking?
We went to Green Hill Park. It's about an hour from the city.
Nice. And what about Sunday?
On Sunday, I stayed home and relaxed. I watched a movie and cooked pasta.
That's a good balance. One active day and one lazy day.
Now you try. Say, last weekend, I went to blank.
Or, I stayed home and watched blank.
Let's talk about fun or relaxing things people do on weekends.
Yes. For example, I sometimes go to the gym, play guitar, or meet friends for coffee.
I like doing yoga and reading. Sometimes I bake cookies or watch TV shows.
What's your favorite show right now?
Oh, I'm watching Friends again. It's great for learning English, too.
Classic choice. I watched Stranger Things last weekend.
Say this. I like to relax on the weekend. I usually blank.
Or, last weekend I watched blank.
Maria, do you often spend your weekends with your family?
Yes, I do. On Sunday evenings, we usually have dinner together. My mom cooks, and we all talk about our week.
That sounds nice. I sometimes visit my parents, too, or go out with friends.
What do you usually do with your friends?
We go to the movies or play soccer. Last weekend, we watched a new action movie. It was so exciting.
Now say, I spent time with my family last weekend.
Or, I went out with my friends.
Alex, do you usually have the same routine every weekend?
Mostly, yes. I usually clean my apartment on Saturday morning, go shopping for groceries, and relax in the evening.
Same here. I like slow weekends. But sometimes I do something special, like a short trip or a concert.
Oh, tell me about your last special weekend.
Last month, I went to the mountains with my friends. We stayed in a cabin for 2 days, cooked together, and played games at night. It was really fun.
That sounds amazing. My last special weekend was going to the beach. I swam, ate seafood, and watched the sunset.
Now it's your turn. Say, usually on weekends, I blank.
But last weekend, I blank.
Now, let's practice everything we learned. Alex, can you give us an example of a full weekend story?
Sure. Last weekend was really relaxing. On Saturday, I went hiking in the morning, and in the afternoon, I had lunch with friends. On Sunday, I stayed home, cleaned my apartment, and watched a movie. It was a perfect weekend. Not too busy, not too lazy.
Let's see my turn. Last weekend, I stayed home and cooked dinner for my family. On Sunday, I met my friend at the park and we talked for hours. It was a simple weekend, but really nice.
Now it's your turn. Take a minute and tell your own story. Start like this. Last weekend, I...
Great job! You can record yourself and listen to your pronunciation. It's a great way to improve fluency.
Today we learned how to talk about your weekend using the past tense, went, stayed, cooked, watched, and some useful expressions.
Now you can answer questions like, what did you do last weekend? Easily and naturally.
Your homework? Record yourself talking about your weekend, then listen again and correct your mistakes.
Thanks for listening to Dr. English Channel. Don't forget to subscribe and practice every day.
See you next time. Have a great day.